Hello friends, my name is Tanishq and today our topic is Srinivasa Ramanujan. Srinivasa Ramanujan was an Indian mathematician who lived during the British rule in India. Though he had almost no formal training in pure mathematics, he made substantial contribution to mathematical analysis, number theory, infinite series and continued fractions, including solutions to mathematical problems then considered unsolvable. Ramanujan initially developed his own mathematical research in isolation. According to Hans Ising, he tried to interest the leading professional mathematicians in his work, but failed for the most part. What he had to show them was too novel, too unfamiliar, and additionally presented in unusual ways. They could not be bothered. Seeking mathematicians who could better understand his work, in 1913 he began a postal partnership with the English mathematician G. H. Hardy at the University of Cambridge, England. Recognizing Ramanujan's work as an extraordinary, Hardy arranged for him to travel to Cambridge. In his notes, Hardy commented that Ramanujan had produced groundbreaking new theorems, including some that defeated me completely. I had never seen anything in the least like them before, and some recently proven but highly advanced results. During his short life, Ramanujan independently compiled nearly 3,900 results, mostly identities and equations. Many were completely novel. His original and highly unconventional results, such as the Ramanujan prime, the Ramanujan theta function, partition formula, and Mach theta function, have opened entire new areas of work and inspired a vast amount of further research. Nearly all his claims have now been proven correct. The Ramanujan Journal, a scientific journal, was established to publish work in all areas of mathematics influenced by Ramanujan, and his notebooks containing summaries of his published and unpublished results have been analyzed and studied for decades. Since his death as a source of new mathematical ideas as late as 2011 and again in 2012, researchers continue to discover that mere comments in his writing about simple properties and simple outputs for certain findings were themselves profound and subtle number theory results that remained unsuspected until nearly a century after his death. He became one of the youngest fellows of the Royal Society and only the second Indian member at the first to be elected a Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge. Of his original letters, Hardy stated that a single look was enough to show they could have been written only by a mathematician of the highest caliber. Comparing Ramanujan to mathematical geniuses such as Euler and Jacobi in 1919, ill health, now believed to have been hepatic amoebiasis, a complication from episodes of dysentery many years previously, compelled Ramanujan's return to India, where he died in 1920 at the age of 32. His last letters to Hardy, written in 1920, show that he was still continuing to produce new mathematical ideas and theorems. His lost notebook, containing discoveries from the last year of his life, caused great excitement among mathematicians when it was rediscovered in 1976. A deeply religious Hindu, Ramanujan credited his substantial mathematical capacities to divinity and said that mathematical knowledge he displayed was revealed to him by his family goddess Namagiri Thayar. He once said, "An equation for me has no meaning unless it expresses a thought of God." Ramanujan was born on 22 December 1887. He rode Madras Presidency, British India. He died on 26 April 1920, aged 32, Kumbakonam, Madras Presidency, British India. His other name or real name was Srinivasa Ramanujan Iyengar. His citizenship was British Raj. He was known for Landau Ramanujan constant, Mach theta functions, Ramanujan conjecture, Ramanujan prime, Ramanujan Solner constant, Ramanujan theta function, Ramanujan sum, Roger Ramanujan's identities, Ramanujan's master theorem, Ramanujan's Seto series. He got the award of Fellow of the Royal Society. He was in the institution of Trinity College, Cambridge. Now let me tell you about Ramanujan's early life. Ramanujan, literally younger brother of Rama, a Hindu deity, was born on 22 December 1887 into a Tamil Brahmin Iyengar family in Erode, Madras Presidency, now Tamil Nadu, India. At the residence of his maternal grandparents, his father, Kuppaswamy Srinivasa Iyengar, originally from Thanjavur district, worked as a clerk in a sari shop. His mother, Komalattamal, was a housewife and sang at a local temple. They lived in a small traditional home on Sarangapani, Sanidhi Street in the town of Kumbakonam. The family home is now a museum. When Ramanujan was a year and a half old, his mother gave birth to a son, Sadakapan, who died less than 3 months later. In December 1889, Ramanujan contracted smallpox but recovered, unlike the 4,000 others who died in a bad year in the Thanjavur district around this time. He moved with his mother to her parents' house in Kanchipuram near Madras, now Chennai. His mother gave birth to 2 more children in 1891 and 1894, both of whom died before their first birthdays. On 1st October 1892, Ramanujan was enrolled at the local school. After his maternal grandfather lost his job at a court official in Kanchipuram, Ramanujan and his mother moved back to Kumbakonam and he was enrolled in Kangayan Primary School. When his paternal grandfather died, he was sent back to his maternal grandparents. Then living in Madras, he did not like school in Madras and tried to avoid attending. His family enlisted a local constable to make sure he attended the school. Within 6 months, Ramanujan was back in Kumbakonam. Since Ramanujan's father was at work most of the day, his mother took care of the boy and they had a close relationship. From her, he learned about tradition and Puranas, to sing religious songs, to attend pujas at the temple, and to maintain particular eating habits, all part of Brahmin culture. At Kangayan Primary School, Ramanujan performed well. Just before turning 10 in November 1897, he passed his primary examinations in English, Tamil, Geography and Arithmetic with the best scores in the district. That year, Ramanujan entered Town Higher Secondary School, where he encountered formal mathematics for the first time. A child prodigy, by age 11, he had exhausted the mathematical knowledge of 2 college students who were lodgers at his home. He was later lent a book written by S.L. Noni on advanced trigonometry. He mastered this by the age of 13, while discovering sophisticated theorems on his own. By 14, he received merit certificates and academic awards that continue throughout his school career. And he assisted the school in the logistics of assigning its 1,200 students, each with different needs, to its approximately 35 teachers. He compiled mathematical exams in half the allotted time and showed a familiarity with geometry and infinite series. Ramanujan was shown how to solve cubic equations in 1902. He developed his own method to solve the quartic. The following year, he tried to solve the quintic, not knowing that it could not be solved by radicals. Thank you for watching the video.